Now, I'm back to you. Thank you very much. I forgot to push the recording button in case I need that. All right. So, first of all, Facebook Live. So I assume that you already know what you want to talk to your audience, whether it will be training, teaching, demonstration, or simple sharing. Or maybe doing things together like we used to do things when I was training myself and yourself also on Instagram, if you remember. So there are many different ways. So I assume that you know what you want to share with your audience. And now you need to decide whether you want to do it with Zoom or without Zoom. So my practice shows that if I do teaching courses, more formal stuff, challenges, or interviews, basically any material which I want to have a recording, then I use Zoom. If I do courses where I don't want to be in Facebook for whatever reason, but I would like to invite people to very intimate environment, then I use Zoom, and we meet only on Zoom. We are not visible on Facebook. That's a major difference. Zoom gives you the ability, first of all, to record the whatever you are doing, your publication, and this recording is of a much higher quality than the recording via Facebook directly. So I think that if you would like to keep your material through I see that you are super happy for the topic. I know that the timing is good and many of you are stepping the first steps in Facebook Lives. So I'm happy to share it with you. And I lost my mind, not my mind, but my thought, being so happy. So I'm looking into my my notes. Quality of recording. So quality of recording is far better through Zoom than on Facebook. And on Zoom, you don't have only the visual recording, but you have also the audio recording. So the separate audio file and separate video file, but also which is super important when you are interviewing people. If there is two or more people that you are interviewing, at the end of your recording, you receive a separate file for audio and separate file for video. And why this is important? For instance, if you would like to edit your material, then you can edit only the video or only the audio. You can use it for podcasting. You can use the audio file for podcasting, which is important. For instance, if you would like to reuse your material, your teaching, your training for later, and you can transform it or repurpose, reuse it as a form of audio material. Then you can return to your Zoom recording and extract the file for audio file. So this is super, super important. However, what you need to remember is that you need to have a paid version of Zoom to be able to do all those things. Because on the free version, you can only have a video conference with someone. I'm not sure, to be honest, whether recording is available. Probably yes. but only for one person, I guess. But I think you can easily check this, guys, in the plans, Zoom plans review, which you will find on their website. But what I know is that only in the Pro version, you can connect Zoom to Facebook Live. And dependingly on your plan, you can invite different number of people to your recording or to your experience. I am currently on the, I think it is called Pro Business Plan, for something like €15 a month. So not huge money, but it sorry, but it gives you already opportunity to connect and invite up to 100 people to your Facebook Live. And if you need more, because you can observe, for instance, inviting people to your event, you can see that, for instance, 200, 300, 500 people already confirmed that they are going to participate. You can always upgrade yourself to the higher plan, and at the end of a month, you can downgrade to the previous plan. So Zoom is very, very flexible in this perspective. To be honest, I'm using Zoom really, really often. One thing that I just remembered, I use it sometimes also to record like a breakthrough coaching sessions with my clients. And I send them the recording to them so that they can review what was happening during the session and how the breakthrough was looking to them. As you know, we have our memory is really tricky, tricky stuff, and we tend to remember some things completely differently, some things only in fragments. So sometimes it is important to have this recording. I also use recordings when I am learning, when I'm integrating some teaching, some like additional, topics to my coaching, and I want to share this with my coach for review, how I can optimize, how I can be better. But obviously I do this only with the permission of the client, of the person who is being interviewed. So this is always you simply ask whether the session could be recorded, and once you got the permission, then you continue with your recording. So just to sum up, it makes sense, absolutely it makes sense to go through Zoom to your Facebook Live. You need to have your Pro plan. The easiest is probably the cheapest one is the Business Pro, which is about 14-15 euro per month. And you can use this Zoom for recording your coaching sessions, for recording your teaching, your courses, for interacting with people online within the Zoom room or within the Facebook Live. If you don't use Zoom, but you hop on directly to Facebook Live, you still have the interaction with your group. And here with Zoom, you basically have like two environments that you need to follow up for discussion and for comments. So it's better to either establish with your group where the comments will be answered, whether they should pull the questions, for instance, in the Zoom link, in the Zoom room, or you need them, all the questions will be answered on the Facebook Live. And I think this is the most common practice. Um, However, if you do the group teaching and you would like to interview people on the screen, or coach them on the screen directly, then you need to make sure they are in your Zoom room. You need to check whether they are there. You need to find them within this Zoom room. And for instance, if you have 100 people or even 20 people, it is time consuming to go through all the names, especially that now I just noticed that Zoom is not always giving you the full names. If you notice in my screen, for instance, in the left bottom corner, there is my name, Maggie Biernacka. And if you have people joining you in your Zoom room, sometimes they have their names, but sometimes there are only the string of numbers and letters. So this is kind of a, I don't know, coding. This is privacy policy, probably coming from Zoom. So if you want to take someone on the screen, you just ask people to raise their hand. There is a functionality in Zoom which is called raise a hand. They simply need to push the button with a hand. The button is located on the black navigation bar with the icon of the hand. So they push the hand, and basically you see who from the list of the participants in your Zoom room raise the hand, so you can click on that person and put them on the screen with you together. And actually, I will be doing this on Thursday when I will be having an interview with our beautiful Elaine Kamish. And then Elaine will lead you through her masterclass on enhancing the energy level and fighting with the anxiety. So that will be my first time when I will be doing this. So fingers crossed, and I hope we will be all right with this. And coming back to Zoom, how to connect it. I didn't prepare any practical movie for you or video for you, but I believe that this is pretty self-explanatory. I mean, the first thing is really to buy the pro version of Zoom, and I know that in the different instructions that you can find on YouTube, people will simply forget to mention that this is prerequisite of your connecting Facebook with Zoom. You need to have a pro plan. So this is the first thing. And once you have this pro plan, what happens, and you will notice it very easily, you have this navigation bar at the bottom of your screen, which has like different buttons over there and different commands. You start, the first one in the left bottom corner is the microphone icon, and the one on the right bottom corner, just right after the reactions, so you see the funny smiley face, next to it you have 3 little dots with communicate with the message more. So 3 little dots and more. This is the button. When you push it, it reveals, I am streaming live right now, so I can't show it to you, but there are 3 buttons over there. The first one is connect to Facebook Live. The other one is connect to Facebook Workplace, if I'm not misled. So you can have an interview, work interview with the candidates. And the last one is connect to your YouTube channel. So you can stream directly to the YouTube. So once you see the three little dots, you basically can start procedure of connecting Zoom to Facebook. And there are a couple of like tricky grounds or red flags that you may notice or you may face. The first thing, however, this is I mean, once you do it first time, it is becoming easy. So the Facebook, the minute you sorry, you click the three little dots, then it starts already the connection of Facebook and Zoom. You need to decide, and the Facebook will ask you where you would like to stream live, whether it will be on your personal profile or in one of the groups, or on your business profile. So we have many opportunities over there. The way I do it either, first of all, I am streaming only as Maggie Biernacka, so I usually do it as my business profile, and then I publish it to my group. You can do it in a way that you publish it on your business profile. So I can publish as Maggie Biernacka on my Maggie Biernacka business page, and also stream it directly to my group. And sometimes I do this when there is like a big teaching or challenges, but on a daily basis, on our weekly live streams, I do it as Maggie Biernacka to Fearless and Unstoppable Prosperous Group. So I'll omit the business page. And this is basically the tricky ground, because once you decide where you want to publish and you click the button Go Live, you can either become visible immediately. So you better put your smile and you start talking to your audience, because they might be waiting for you. Or there is a lag, and you might have a lag up to 1 minute. So they don't see you, you don't see them, and you don't know when exactly you will be visible. So what is smart to do is basically the minute you start connecting, even already on the Zoom level, you start already smiling, doing something. You can not laugh, but sing a little song, or you can start, small talk to your audience with a little smile, so that when they catch you, the moment they catch you and you become visible, you are already happy, smiling person, and you are not this lost with a long face that a person who doesn't know whether he's visible or not visible and doing funny faces. So that's a very, very, I think, powerful tip. And once you are connected, you basically you can check whether you are visible, and you can do it in many different ways. I know that what people do, people have a different device, like either their phone or iPad, where they have opened on a different screen their group or the place they are streaming to. So they are talking to the camera, but also they have this extra device I have my phone turned off already, so but you know what I'm talking about. There is this other device, and I have. When I was starting with this, I was doing this like that. However, I realized that for some reason it doesn't work for me. It was a little bit too much, too complicated. My screen was getting off, so I had to remember to push the button. Even if I put like a maximum time for open screen, I still had to, look for the screen, so it wasn't comfortable. And when I learned to have basically on my big screen, because I have here my laptop in the docking station, but I have like 36, I think, inches monitor. So I have my tabs open where I have my Zoom open, I have my Facebook open on the Fearless, Unstoppable, Prosperous group, and my profile, business profile. So I can easily navigate through these tabs to see what's going on. And actually I have my screen from Zoom always on top, and just below that I have my screen from the group, so I can easily see your comments. Or I can go like this, but I'm losing the connection a little bit. Eye contact with you. But I see that you are still with me, guys. So later on, what is happening once you are connected? You just go live and you are presenting your topic. I have prepared for you the Reckless live streaming checklist. It's like three, 4 pages of a procedure that you can follow before going live. So you have there some practical tips like when you need to ground yourself, or when it's time to switch off your phone, or when it's time to think about the bathroom break, so that you don't have bathroom thoughts during your life, or when you should prepare and go through your notes, and when you need to connect the microphone and check everything, whether it's working or not. So I will give you the link to this Reckless live streaming checklist, and I hope that it will help you, as it is still helping me. I am doing a lot of things on autopilot, but I know that from time to time it's good to go through your checklist, because when you are on autopilot, you tend to forget things. Or you realize that, well, it's 10 minutes to your live stream and you are still doing something you are not supposed to be doing at the moment. So I will give you the link to my Reckless live streaming checklist, and I keep my fingers crossed for all your live streaming. I will see you guys on Thursday when we are having training with amazing Elaine Kamish on the energy upgrading. So have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day and rest of the week. I'll see you on Thursday. Guys.